All right, guys, so I'm headed to New Rochelle. It says we'll get there about 10:36. Of course, we got fast cars, so we race whatever time that they sit there and say. So I don't think I should be getting in any trouble, but I'm going to be because if this is going to be the last ride I got, I'm going to enjoy it. If you know what I'm talking about. I know I don't usually curse on this channel, but yeah, let's go. Welcome everybody back to Boosted Forwards. You guys have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Alright guys, I made it. Damn, this car is sexy, man. I'm gonna miss this car, boy. Miss this car. Alright. Guys, we're taking a look at the car. Right? Well, I'm sitting in the car. That means that we ain't getting anywhere. So I'm gonna quickly fill you guys in what happened and what pretty much Jaguar told me. So they looked through the car as they should, and they put the car on the lift and everything. They looked at everything. I'm talking about they want to resell it because first thing that was told me is we really want to sell clean cars, like pristine, pretty much garage kept. That's just the way that they want to roll, right? I get it. They're buying it cash, and not like it's like I'm coming in there and trading this in for a Jaguar or a Land Rover. So that makes sense. I ain't mad at that. Now, the only other issue with that thought is, well, guess what? My car isn't fully clean. Remember, my car, we replaced the motor, turbos, and transmission. And he actually pointed out some things that I didn't see before. So there's certain wells that they said that they saw that they're like, this car, even though the Carfax is clean, it looks like it was hit because it's missing certain things. Like there was some part where when you pop the hood, it's missing like I would hate to say it, splash guard, not splash guard, a certain car engine covers. I have an engine cover, but like there's certain things that's supposed to be covering certain things under the motor, right? And what else he said? He showed me that. He said the tires, the front tires are worn on the outer edge, which makes sense. I get it. They are worn, but they're still drivable, but I get it. And he said they want to change the rotors. The rotors these are not the original rotors, the second set of rotors, but they do have some life and abuse on them. Remember, I changed the pads, but they would want to change and put on new rotors. That's just what they said. So in their head, they're like, yeah, we're going to have to spend money on rotors, fronts and backs. We don't know about the pads. I said the pads are good. We're going to have to, of course, change the two front tires. The rear tires are fine. They want to change the two front tires, rotors, 4 rotors, front tires, and then they would just like the front end, because it just has, if you guys don't ever take a look, you see how the hood, how it sits? There's a gap at the front of the hood. So there's still a space, a bigger space there, and that's what's causing them a frustration. So honestly, they're just, they said they would take it on, but they had originally started with 55,000, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna have to move it down lower. And they didn't give me a number because I was like, I don't need a number. If you guys don't even want to give me 55, I was 60. So anything lower than that is already gonna cause a problem. So he was like, he kept it 100. He's like, yo, if you sold this car privately, it wouldn't probably be so much of an issue for the regular person. But for us to buy this car and resell it, we would want it to just look a certain way. And I was like, I get it. I completely get it. So, well, we won't be able to sell the car today. What we will be able to sell in the future. And it's driving here also made me sit there and think, like, I really love this car, though. I really do. Like, this is the best car I've ever owned. And, like, there's a part of me that's just like, originally I wanted to keep the 740, which I do want to keep the 740 as my daily driver. But, man, it makes me think that if I should just get rid of the 7, like, I love the 740, like, I love it for what it is. But I've been with this car, like, I'll drive each car like maybe like a week or two, And I was driving the 740 for like, I was driving that car for about 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks or whatever. And I've been having time with it. And I've had enough time with both cars to be like, I love the 740. I love what it is. I love the comfortability of it. And it's really what I would want in the long term. This car, the only reason I'm getting rid of it is because of what I owe. I'd rather get rid of it because of what I owe, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. So, I don't know. I'm gonna make a couple phone calls now. I'm in New Rochelle. I would like to go to, let's say, like a CarMax, but there's no CarMax that's close right now. So that's over here at all. The closest CarMax is in Long Island, and that's 41 minutes away. I may consider that because it's not too far away. Yeah, that's not too far away. I may consider that just to get a better estimate in person, and they'll let me know what they honestly think and what they would consider doing with the car. But as of right now, these guys, yeah, they already told me no. So maybe CarMax may consider it, but CarMax was giving me a range between 49 and 59,000. So I don't know. Maybe they won't be as thorough, I guess, you know, but I still want out the car. Like, I don't want it anymore. I love the car, but I want to sell it. I want to get rid of it. All right. Maybe I'll call the Brooklyn Auto Sales. It sucks because technically they sold me this car, and I did show in the original video that the front bumper had damage on the front bumper, and they like bondoed it and put the PPF on top of it and wrapped it. So yes, the car did have some kind of accident from the previous owner, and that's probably why the front bumper is sitting the way it's sitting, you know. So we gotta wait and see. We gotta see what we're gonna do, and yeah, I'll give you guys an update. I appreciate you guys, man. We're headed to Brooklyn Auto Sales, and we're gonna try to sell the car to where I originally purchased the car. Yeah.